Alright, I'm back in my car. We are going to remove Philadelphia. She had a good run. She's still on my toes, but today is a very exciting day because today we're going to try this clear. It's called Clear as Day. It is from Color Street. It's completely clear. This is going to illustrate the #1 reason that I love nail polish strips or nail polish appliques or dry nail polish. So when I use regular nail polish, my nails, so I have some of the Ella and Mila jojoba nail polish remover in this bottle, and then here's a cotton ball. So when I use wet nail polish, it chips. It just chips and chips. It starts at the bottom and it chips till it gets pretty much up to the cuticle if I leave it on that long. Nail polish strips, #1, they don't chip very easily. #2, if they do, and I mean without a top coat. If I put a top coat, there is 0 chipping. Let's say you don't put a top coat and it starts to chip. One chip doesn't start a chain of chipping. It's just one chip. It's just one lowly chip, and if it chips, it may chip somewhere else, but it's not just gonna start chipping all the way to the cuticle. I think a bug bit me. Every time I come out here to do my nails in the car, a bug comes for me. Rude. Let's see how many pumps we're gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's feeling juicy. I don't like it too wet, but once it gets saturated, I don't like to put it back in this pump because I don't want to get dirty remover inside. That was a few pumps. It feels pretty wet. I used this so that hopefully it wouldn't leak, and it even leaked in this daggone bottle. It's just so oily and leaky. I still like it better than regular nail polish remover. Certainly better than acetone, so don't listen to me complaining, really, because I'm still gonna use it because I like it that much. So my favorite, oh no, it got on my car. I don't want to take any color off of anything. And we're back. So my favorite technique is to let the remover soak on the nail polish. So I'm just gonna rub it on each one, including this hand, because the more time it has to penetrate the polish, the better. And I like to open up the cotton too and just let it sit. So I'll do that also. Let's see. I can get all the fingers. Let it sit on there and give it a little soak. It doesn't take very long, but it just helps the removal process go a little faster. And these are juicy and soaking with the remover. I can feel the top coat coming off. The Seche Vite. No color yet, so I had quite a few layers of polish on. I brought some baby wipes out too, so that when this part was done, I could, this part is a little messy, so that when the polish was off, I could cleanse my hands of the remover without going back inside. I don't want to go in to wash my hands, so I'm going to use a baby wipe. I don't like this stage of the process. It's so sticky and yucky. Oh dang, I said I was going to do this live and I forgot. All right, maybe next time. Mosquito. I'm going to go over to the other hand. Drop some cotton. It's coming off. Go back to the thumb a little bit. Yuck. I'm gonna get something else. Maybe a napkin. That did help. When there's a squeak, it means it's free of polish. That piece might need a little more remover. So I'm gonna get that soaking and get some over here too. Get it soaking. So if you use the Ella and Mila polish remover, it's good to have a dry cloth you can use, because sometimes the polish can just sit there and you'll think that it's not coming off, like here where it's just smeared, but I just got a clean napkin and it all came off. So I'm still at the top up here. Gone. New piece of napkin just to be sure. Good. That feels good. So I'm gonna get the wet cotton and wet this side again. It's oil so it doesn't dry very quickly, but it's probably still wet just to re-moisten it. And I'm going to turn this napkin inside out. Next finger. That one is squeaky clean. Next. There seems to be maybe a little on the corners. A little piece there. Got that one, and then the corner over here. It's okay. Maybe that's just the cuticle. Oh, that's skin. That was just skin. Now the ring finger. Go to a new place on the cotton. Feeling good. That one is done. Last one, pinky finger. All right, these are all done. Look how much my nails grew. I'm doing a nail oil test. I'm testing Nail Honey, the viral nail oil from TikTok shop, and everything looks good. Is that I'm going to wipe with the baby wipe So, brought some baby wipes outside. Gonna wipe my hands off. Just getting off any excess remover before I dry them with a dry napkin and then start filing the ridges at the cuticle area. I forgot when I'm really close to the phone to lower my voice so that it won't be so loud. So I apologize if I was loud before. All right, that feels pretty good. Just gonna do one more once over. I also cleaned under my nails this time before we started. Right. So now I'm gonna get a dry napkin. This napkin is sponsored by Chick-fil-A. Fast food joke. When I run out of fast food napkins in my car, that's how I know I'm doing really well with my healthy eating, because it means I haven't been there in so long that I went through my napkin stash. Still have quite a big stash in my glove box now, so haven't been doing that well with it recently. So this is how we're looking. They're looking good. I have some little pieces. I usually don't pull these, or I can do it after, but I will. Let's see. I might need to move my car. This piece here was bothering me because it was peeling up, so I'm just peeling it off and then I'll make sure I buff it down. Now I'm just gonna push my cuticles back. My favorite way to do it is with my finger. That's my favorite way. Push back my cuticles, and it's so much easier when my nails are longer. Everything is looking pretty good. This is the left hand, so all the cuticles have been pushed up, even the thumb, which is the hardest one for me. I'm gonna do the right hand now. This one is so much more challenging. It's really getting dark out here. I have a light, but I broke the clip on it. And it was cheap, but I don't want to buy another one because the light works fine. It's just that the clip is broken because my behind broke it, obviously by accident. This is the last nail, the thumb. Getting it as well as I can. These are looking really crusty around the edges. All right, got that piece off. And over here, is that polish? Maybe a little bit of polish left over. I might just, oh, okay. I'll clip that later with some nail clippers. Unless I can pull it, but it didn't pull all the way. So I'll hit that later with some clippers when I get in the house. When I just remembered, I wanted to take a picture of my hand with no polish for the YouTube thumbnail. So this part is looking good. I'm going to grab the nail file. Just file at the cuticle edges. I don't file the whole nail because it just thins my nails out, so I just file in the part that grew out, and I also file the tips if, like on my pointer finger, there was any peeling, so I peeled the bottom off there, so I'll file that down. This is my favorite glass file, last one, and then I'm gonna do a close inspection just with my fingers by touch, and then gonna do a visual check too to make sure I got the ridges that grew in as much as possible. This feels a little rough, if you can see that, so I'm gonna file that little, it's literally a rough patch, literally. All right, got that. These all feel pretty good. Actually, these two feel like they could stand a little bit more. I'm gonna turn this to the side. Now I'm gonna do the right hand. I'm gonna do the right hand off camera because it'll be easier. Right, first one is done, and it's actually shiny. I didn't mean to make it shiny. And this one's good. Oh, this has a tear. Darn. I don't have the SE brake fix. It's in the house. Oh man. I have to go in the house, and I guess I'll finish in there. So what we're gonna do today, I removed my polish outside in the natural light, but then it got too dark to finish, so I came inside. And we are going to put on these clear dry nail polish strips. It's going to dupe builder gel. I'm so excited. And you can go two ways with clear. You can go shiny or you can go matte. I'm so excited to try this matte look because I like having my nails painted, but sometimes I would just like to wear my bare nails, but they break. So I'm going to try this, and I'm like 100% positive it's going to work and going to work well. But I'm going to use the matte top coat on top of the dry nail polish strips to dupe a builder gel, and also going to put the Sally Hansen hard as nails in between just to give my nails some more strength. Actually, I might do two coats. I'm going to get a light. I keep my filming supplies in the corner for now. I was keeping them in the closet, but then I have to go deep in the closet and get them out every time, so I decided to put them in a place where I can actually get to them. So it happens to be in the corner of the room, and I hide it behind a curtain. I use this for self-tape auditions, and it's really great and helpful. So when it comes in that convenient little case, super lightweight. So I was just going to show you what I was doing. Also, I have batteries for it. Actually, the batteries are literally sitting right behind me. I took them to a shoot that I did, and I never used them. I'm just going to plug it in since I'm home. So this is the light. You plug this in the bottom. Oh, or not. Just kidding. You plug it right here. There we go. Okay, then it can go on the light stand. This is the wiggly light stand that's a little bit broken, but it works. I positioned the light. This is the nail file that I still need to use. So I'm going to put that to the side for now. I closed the door so that you wouldn't hear the fan. I'm so hot, y'all. There's all those cords. It's my filming stuff, y'all. I know it looks kind of janky. They're all over the place. I'm going to do some builder gel DUPE. First, actually, I'm going to use the break fix after I file. So one of my nails at the bottom, I noticed it was starting. Oops, the camera's over here. I noticed it was starting to peel. So I peeled it off, and then I'm just going to file down with this glass file. And if you've never used a glass file before, I've been impressed because it files and buffs at the same time. So if you see the sheen that's on my nails, that is not polish. It's just from the nail file. So just going to buff the bottom a little bit. And the reason I'm excited to do this, if you didn't catch me saying it before, is I want the look of builder gel. I actually want the look of just clean, fresh nails, but my nails are weak and thin, and when they're not polished, they break. So I got this Clear as Day from Color Street. It's a nail polish strip, but it's completely clear. And that's going to be our dupe. And the great thing about it is it's going to give the look of builder gel. I'm trying this for the first time, so this is all speculation that I'm telling you. But it's going to give the look of builder gel, but you can take it off with nail polish remover, and it completely will not damage the nail underneath. So that feels pretty good. I'm going to just file a little bit more. And I didn't file the edges of my nails at all. I did a pretty good job last week, and none of them broke. This one looks a little crooked, so I might come in other side. File this one just a little bit. Oops, wrong side. Just a little. Actually, see, that was too much. And now it's crooked the other direction. That's why I'm filing sometimes. This one, I'll just file the top a little. I'm just going to rub the dust off on my cotton dress. And then this nail right here, there's a little fuzzy. This nail right here started to lift, so I'm going to use the Essie Break Fix on top of it. Trying to make sure you can see. So it's right here. I don't think I'm going to lift the nail this time. There's just a little tag. Usually I would lift the nail and then try to glue it back down with the Essie Break Fix. But this time I think I'm just going to polish on top of it. It's a pretty big break too. I'm going to give it a generous coating. It might have been too much. It's like dripping down. That was definitely too much. Let's see if I can get some of it off. Or maybe that's what it needed. I don't know. Just rub it on my hand. It'll wash off. All right. Well, that's on there now. Gonna blow on it a little bit. All right, now we can open these. I've been doing these so long that I know that I don't need this piece here, so I'm gonna put it to the side. Normally I would use these on my toes, but I'm not gonna put clear on my toes, and I already have a beautiful color on my toes from last week, so I'm gonna leave that on for 2 more weeks. So can you see that? I'm just pulling the backing off, and it's warm in my room. Unfortunately, I closed the door for sound, so the strips might stick and be a little difficult, but I'm hoping not. They feel pretty good so far. All right, I hope you can see this. That's a good position there. Just gonna plop this down, make sure it's nice and straight. Oops, something happened down there. And I'm just gonna roll it to the other side. This is so exciting. I have been waiting to do this, so I'm just rubbing down. Beautiful. And then I'm gonna start filing in the center and then come to the sides. Actually, that might be it. It's still connected in the center. Ta-da! And then I'll just put the trash ones right on there. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh man. I was watching a video when my nails were polished clear from the spring, and it looked so good, so beautiful and professional. And I started to have some regrets about doing the matte. I'm going to do the matte because I said I was going to do it. I can always go back over the matte and do the shiny top coat later if I wanted a different look. Maybe I could do the first week the matte and then the second week the shiny top coat, the traditional, the OG. So just rubbing out the wrinkles, dimples. Coming to the side over here. See, there's some dimples. We're just going to rub them down. We already know what to do. I used to really stress out about it. Oh no, it's going to live there forever. But now I know you can just literally rub them down. I remembered that another way to use this file is just to apply more pressure. So because I want these strips to be filed off, I'm just applying more pressure. Whereas when I file my nails, especially when I buff them, I use very light pressure. This one I'm really giving it some force. One more time. How's that? Probably pulled that off a little too soon, but it'll do. And because this one was rippling at the bottom, I'm going to come back and make sure I keep rubbing the bottom there so that the ripples don't come back. So the first two nails are done, the thumbs. Next, so we're going to go in size order. So the next smallest nail from the thumb is actually the middle finger. So we're going to pull both of those off. I was expecting these to be much stickier in a bad way, like sticking to my skin. That happened last week because it was, or last time I did my nails, actually, which was last week, because it was so warm in my room. But this week is going really well. So I'm just going to crease out of the side here. It feels good. Apply extra pressure and it's off. Actually, this is easier than the, well, it's hard to tell if it's easier or if it seems easier now because these strips may be thinner than the colored strips, the ones that are blue, red, green. I'm sure this is a few layers of clear though, probably at least 3. I'm going to put it under the cuticle as much as possible, although it doesn't matter because these are clear, so you won't be able to see it. I'm just going to polish right on top, and this time I'm going to go all the way to the cuticle because when the color shrinks, guess what? You won't be able to see it. The Seche Vite, although it dries fast, it also will shrink the polish a little bit, so that's why I said when it shrinks, it pulls the nail polish up from the cuticle and up from the tip of the nail so that everything kind of draws to the center. It's okay, we know it, but the pros outweigh the cons, that's for sure. You can do your nails and run out the door and be just fine. They will be dried hard. And also when they dry, they're not tacky, sticky. You can hit your hand on something and it's not going to mess up your polish. So we have 2 thumbs done, 2 middle fingers. Next in size order is going to be the pointer finger. My pointer fingers are crooked. So sometimes it's kind of a challenge with these, but since these strips are clear, they're very forgiving. So I think today's going to be okay. I haven't had to lift and reset anything so far. Just rubbing out the ripples on the side. And actually some of them I can feel I've made a crease, but it doesn't matter because it's clear. So I'm being very generous today and not being too picky. You can see a fold there when you see it, but I'm going to leave it. I don't think it's going to matter too much. So I'm going to rub the bottom down really well and then, oops, wrong side. So on the glass file, it's funny. Both sides look the same, but one is completely smooth and the other is coarse. So sometimes I pick up the wrong side. And I'm going to come into this corner over here. That seems like it's done. A little more on the side. It being hot in here is an incentive for me to move faster because the sooner we're done, the sooner I can open up my door and get the air. There it goes. Just going to rub the bottom down. I'm still debating on whether I'm going to do the matte tonight or not. Because usually I actually like to let these strips sit overnight. But I'm like, oh, does it matter because they're clear? Also, I like to paint my nails outside because I don't like the smell of nail polish or nail polish remover. Now, my nail polish remover has no scent, but nail polish, if I open this bottle, it's going to stink up the whole house. My mom also has a very sensitive nose. She's never complained about it, but also I don't polish my nails in the house because I can't stand the smell. I don't know how the beautiful women that do nails in the salon do it. How do you beautiful ladies smell that all day? So this was the nail that I peeled at the bottom, so I can feel like a little lump down there. That's okay. I'm going to smooth it down as best as we can. And then same with on the side here. So I'm just pushing those ridges out, pushing them down smooth. And there's another crease there, but it's fine. All right, ready to file the bottoms. I meant bottom singular because this is one nail. The bottom. Have you used builder gel before? Just a little more. I think they have builder gel that's also in a polish bottle now. You brush it on like nail polish, I think. It may not be, oh, there's some on the side there. I'm going to file that off. It may not be as effective as the traditional kind that you brush on with paintbrush. So we did size order. Thumb, middle finger, pointer finger. Next is the ring fingers. Smoothing that down. And then I'm going to file off the bottom. The strip stuck to my thumbnail that was already done. Now onto this ring finger. I'm going to lift this one, put it back down. So over a little bit. All right, that's better. So I stretched that a little bit. Stretch this one a little bit. I'm gonna come over here and stretch. I'll try. Let's see if we can just rub this one down. That did perfect. Well, almost. Hold on. Just one little rub, one little ridge down there. All right, that's good. The bottom, that part's good. Other side. There we go. All right. Can you tell which ones are done and which ones are not done? They just look like bare nails. They maybe like nails with one layer of clear or nails with a little buffing, but they look so natural. I'm so excited. Okay, now the pinky. So for the pinky, I don't use that size. It's too big. And then the smallest size is too small. So we use this in between size. One down. There we go. And then when we're done, I'm going to go back through and rub down all of the nails. Rub it down just in case. Let me get this side. And I see some ripples on this side, so I'm going to rub those immediately after this comes off. See a little rippling over here, so I'm just going to rub a little. It's all out. One more. Time to file the bottom, just making sure the ripples are out of the bottom. Yep, this is the last one. I'm on set in New York tomorrow. The good news is, so far, unless it changes, my call time is 11 a.m., so I don't have to leave at 2 in the morning. As a matter of fact, I get to leave after the sun comes up, and that is very exciting. Okay, see some polish sticking out on the side here, so I'm going to try to file that down. And this is what we have. I'm also doing a review of Nail Honey, the nail growth oil that went viral on TikTok. So my nails being bare will make it easier to do a length check. Step 1 of our builder gel dupe process is done. It was putting on the Clear as Day Color Street applique nail strips. Here are some leftovers that didn't get used. Step 2 is going to be putting on this Seche matte. I keep calling it the matte version of Seche Vite, but it's actually called Seche matte. So this is going to be the next step. Going to do that tomorrow morning. That's the plan before I go to set in the car. So stay tuned. I'm so happy with how this turned out. My nails just look healthy and strong and beautiful. All right. See you for the next installment of Builder Gel Dupe. I have a funny story in real time today. So I just got to set, but I was supposed to be here at 9, but they told me to come at 11. And the reason I thought something might be up, by the way, I'm putting on first the Sally Hansen to harden my nails. The reason I thought something might be up is because I kept getting all these text messages. Hey, I'm here. I just got to Holding. I parked my car. And I'm like, what in the world? And I said, well, maybe our call times were staggered. But my number today, so when you work on set, everyone has a number. My number is number 2. Number 3 in the text message said, hey, I just parked my car and I went to Holding. And I was like, oh. Usually numbers are grouped together with call time. So a number 2 wouldn't be a 9 a.m. and a number 3 wouldn't be an 11 a.m. It just usually doesn't happen that way. So I was a little suspicious. I'm putting this on a lot thicker than I wanted to, unfortunately. And so I call casting. I'm like, hey, could you verify my call time? Because I thought it was 11, but a person right next to me in call number says he just got there. So she puts me on hold, and then she comes back and she goes, oh my goodness, you were supposed to be 9, but we sent you the wrong time. I was like, okay, I'll be there as soon as I can. Which was 11, because I had a far distance to travel. So now I'm sitting in my car. Some people are actually working, because I just saw one actor that I know. So some people are already working, and I'm sitting in my car. So I said, oh, good time to paint my nails. I planned to do it this morning before I left, but that didn't happen, which I wasn't too surprised about. I stayed up all night reading like a silly goose. So I'm gonna let this dry a little bit, and then I'm thinking about doing one more coat of this and then doing the Seche Vite, because it would dry everything, and then doing the Seche matte. So that's my plan, but I'm gonna do one hand at a time because of the way the camera is set up. All right, I'm gonna go in with a second coat now. These nails are gonna be hard as a rock. I have the phone propped up on my steering wheel. That's why it's in a weird position. All right, gonna let this dry for a couple minutes and then come back in with the Seche Vite. All right, it's been about a minute. I'm already tired of waiting. Plus this dries super duper fast. So we're going in. done. By the way, I'm so hungry. I was looking forward to breakfast when I got here because I didn't eat anything before I left home. But I know that breakfast is done because they're already filming, and apparently everyone came in at 9 or maybe even earlier. And then I'm just gonna cap the end like that. I'm convinced you don't have to put 10 coats on like I am, but this is my first time doing this, so I'm just trying it out. Capping the end. All right, gonna give this a quick second to dry. I'm just waving my hand in the air through the air. And of course, it is dry. I just felt it. So I'm wondering if I should go in with the Seche matte now or wait. I kind of want to do it now because I'm living on the wild side, living on the edge. Here she is, Seche Matte Poo. Maybe I should show you this way. Not sure if I'm gonna flip this video upside down or not. I'm so excited. So we're gonna go from gleaming to matte. Just bare, beautiful nails. I have on this sweater and I want to take it off because I'm a little warm. Oh man. Sweater's off. Amazing how fast this stuff dries. All right. I have a feeling they're gonna ask me to move soon, so I was holding off. I see them strategizing over there. All right, I'm gonna start anyway. I'm gonna start with the pinky. Hang on, he's walking my way. Let me see what he's gonna say. Cool, they're not moving cars, so I can paint. And then I'm capping the end. One coat down. It's like a milky white. When does it get matte? When it dries? I did practice one time before on one nail, and I just remember thinking, oh man, I'm gonna have to do 2 coats. All right, I see it starting to matte a little bit. I'm gonna cap the end. That's interesting. It's like a frost. I'm gonna do the thumb, and it's so interesting because as it dries, it gets matte, so I'm gonna try to show that without spilling the polish. Here's a good vantage point. So see how shiny that is? Going in with one generous coat of Seche matte. And then gonna cap the end, and then let's watch it dry.
Why don't you start right next to the computer?
Literally watching paint dry. And it's looking pretty matte. Wow, that's so cool. Now I have matte nails. So we went from this shine. This is just the color street strips in clear as day by itself. And then this is with all of the top coats plus the Seche matte on top. So you can see the difference. No shine. All right, I'm gonna do the other hand off camera. And then when I'm done, I'll probably show you both hands later. So we can chat while I do my other hand. So as I'm doing my nails, I'm watching the crew work, and it's just so cool, the whole process. So we're on this one particular block of street in New York, and when I got here, the crew was filming at one end of the block. They moved all of the equipment, and now they're filming at the other end of the block. Like, it's making me think of the movie The Odyssey, because they had to carry that equipment up the mountain. And y'all, when I tell you, filming needs a lot of equipment. And plus, with the Odyssey specifically, that IMAX camera was super heavy. The case was super heavy, and it required a lot of film, which I'm sure was also very heavy. So crazy. I just have such a respect for the whole process and for people who work in the business, like hardworking people. I know you think of Hollywood as being easy, but at least on the crew side, on the talent side, it can be kind of easy sometimes. But for the crew, oh my goodness, they work in freezing conditions, in 100-degree weather, getting heat stroke. It's crazy. All to make a beautiful movie, or sometimes an ugly movie, but like ugly in an artistic way, you know? Yeah. Best job in the world, being on set. Okay, that was one coat of Sally Hansen Hard as Nails. Get ready to go in for number 2. I might go in again with Seche matte on this particular nail because I can see where it didn't. Oh, actually a few of them I could see I didn't get to the edge. So it's shiny. Yeah, I'm gonna do some touch-ups. Because you can see some of the shininess on the side where the matte polish didn't reach. So, yep. Actually, I can do it right now while I wait for this to dry a little bit. Okay, here they are. Tell me that they don't just look like beautiful, healthy bare nails. I got some mascara on this one. I tried to get it off, it didn't come off. So if I can't get it off, I'll just put a little bit of actually acetone on it to get it off, because the oily remover is just not gonna be very good for this. It'll get all over the place, and I just want it in that little specific area, and then I can just brush right back over it. But look at how phenomenal they look. Here it focuses. Here we are. I'm gonna show you the nail that I messed up. Actually, it has two issues. I'm going handheld, obviously. So one, there is a crack. Let me try to show you. There's a crack on the side. And I did put some SE brake fix on it, but I didn't glue it down very well, and it came up today, so I just glued it back down. So that's that shininess you see. That's from the SE brake fix. And then do you see that hole? So what happened was, after I did my nails, even though they were dry, I gooped on the polish so much, and I gooped on 2 layers of Sally Hansen hard as nails, and then 1 or 2 layers of the Seche Vite original, and then I put a goopy layer of Seche matte, and it was just a lot. So it made this hole when I put my hand in my wardrobe bag to pull out some wardrobe because I was on set. And actually, I'll show you on the other hand too. This nail also, let me see if I can get it in the light so you can see. It's really hard to see. Let me see. Let's see. Go in the light better. So there's a little divot. Honestly, it's hard to see, but there's also a divot on this nail from me sticking my hand in my bag. But look at these beautiful, fresh, bare looking nails that just look so fresh. Now see, it's kind of shiny in the corners and the tops. Next time I'll just do a better job of not taking the polish all the way to the top, because I can cover that area with the Seche matte. So you live and you learn. And the side, see, there's a little shininess right here. Next time I'll make sure to cover that. But I am so impressed. So I'm gonna try to fix this hole, and what I'm gonna do is, I was gonna try to fill it in, but it's really deep, so I'm going to file it down with the glass file, and then I'm going to paint over it again with the Seche matte. So I will come back with an update, and then also that would cover the shiny part over here where I put the SE brake fix. I tried to show you this in the house earlier. It was a little hard. I do have a little mascara on my finger. That's that little black dot, but this is the nail that I messed up. You can really see it out here. So I was able to file it down, and I am going to put some polish over it, but not right now. I'm getting ready to go into the library to get some work done. Another thing to notice, I don't think it's a huge problem, but notice these white dots. That's from the Seche matte. From a distance you can't see it, but I just wanted you to notice. Also, I think it could have been the way I was painting, because there aren't that many on this hand. This is my right hand, my writing hand, but there are a lot more on the left hand. But I am just so in love with this natural finish. I think I committed to doing this for 2 weeks, this look, but I'm gonna actually try to extend it to 4 weeks. And I can just go in at the cuticle the same way you would fill in acrylic, get a fill in. Why can't I do a fill in with the Seche matte? We are gonna try it. Sure am. Oh, she looks good. Dang, I could be a hand model. Just kidding, I am. Hey, are you new here? Welcome. This is Getting in Character Beauty. My name is Diamandi. I'm an actor and a model, and I show you the things I do to stay camera ready. You have to stay ready so you don't have to get ready in this business, because if you're not ready by the time they call, you're probably going to lose the moment, the opportunity. God may bring you another one, but that one is probably gone. So stick around. Please subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff, okay? Thanks.